Well, I got our trash pump here back on the water trailer for hauling water to the sprayers. Now I'm gonna go jump on a sprayer and join them. That tire feels low though, it's because it is. Cool, flat tire, imagine that. Okay, we're throwing a little bit of extra government juice in. I just got JT loaded up in the water trailer. He's taking off down there. Let's go get some beans sprayed. I gotta close this door, I suppose, once I move that out of the way. Oh, we're out here giving a big smoke. Amazingly, I have not wrecked anything, but we definitely have a very bad grass problem in this field. That's kind of why I'm here. I don't think we're gonna do a whole lot of spraying because I think we're maybe jumping the gun a little bit, but there's a few fields we want to get done that are like, yeah, we're losing yield potential there if we don't get a hold on that like immediately. And today is a phenomenal spray day, so we're giving it a big smoke. Good morning, guys. Another day I get to drive truck. How exciting, right? I am ecstatic. Another day the Suburban still broke down too. Old Bourbon. I miss driving her. It's been a while. I blew that radiator hose and overheated. You know, I put that in a video a little while ago, right? I don't know, man. I just work here. Another early morning. We're up before the sun again. Thankfully, the elevator's usually open before 7 o'clock. So we've been giving her big smoke, been able to get a lot of loads in. Doing a quick little tire check here. Yep, those look good. I'm definitely ready to be done hauling grain. I shouldn't say that because it's a good problem to have, right? It means we're making money, but I'd be okay with being done hauling, I think. I'm ready to be done. So we're gonna get to the elevator, see how many loads we can get done today. Well, guys, everything was going swelling until now. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really starting to sweat. My air conditioning just quit working in my truck, and now I am hot. Like, it is warm in here. I got a tiny bit of air coming through the vents yet, but for the most part, the fan has quit blowing, and I do not know why. So that's cool. We're gonna have to try to figure out why this isn't working. Well, after dying yesterday of heat exhaustion because my AC quit working, we came up to the doctor's office. They got it in this morning to work on it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. We're pretty sure that the AC lines just froze up and they quit working because it just slowly dwindled my air pressure coming out of the vents here. I still had cold air, but it was just very little, and I could hear the fan screaming like crazy. So yeah, I think my lines just froze up. But yeah, now she's blowing nice and cool. That was a bunch of wasted time to where I could have just shut the truck off for a couple hours and she would have been good, but I didn't know that till now. Back home we go. Well, guys, another day, another dollar. Literally nothing has happened on the farm from this clip to the last clip. The only thing that's literally happened is I've grown a beard. I've been sitting in the truck just like this, hauling corn to the elevator, back and forth, and I just can't think of anything stupid to say. So I have not picked up the camera. Hopefully we can get a few more videos coming out here soon though. But good news for you guys, I think, this is why I think the video should be coming out here soon. 2 more days of hauling corn, and I think we're done. Contracts are filled, and we're done. So maybe I can get into something a little bit more entertaining than driving back and forth to the elevator 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. I guess I could have worked on the weekends, and well, I did work on the weekends. I could have recorded on the weekends, but I was so exhausted from driving truck. I don't know, I got a lot of excuses, but here we are. Videos are hopefully coming soon. Past the new John Deere combine back there, the S790. I think that's the first, man, no, I saw S790. That's the first 800 I've ever seen. Really, the only difference is the sticker and maybe a few other things, but kind of neat. So right away in the beginning, as you guys saw, we were blending from the bins here, and then once these bins got empty and we all blended out, we refilled them with wet corn from the bags. Kicked the fans on for like 3 weeks now, and now they're good and dry again. So we're just hauling straight out of here. We're not blending because we don't actually need that many more bushels to fill all of our contracts, and the rest of it we're just gonna leave in the bag. It's currently raining too. I don't know who the guy was that made this giant mess. It was somebody. My name might be somebody, but just don't tell Joey, guys. That's not cool. Keep spinning. Come on. There we go. Well guys, trucking is finally starting to wind down, and I'm maybe finally gonna have something to record of content and not just driving back and forth like I keep saying over and over again. As you saw in a previous video, the old Bourbon here, she's been down for a while and I have not had the ambition to get it fixed. I ended up breaking this part while trying to replace a different part. The fittings are just old and brittle and it fell right apart. Now I gotta try to figure out how to get the airbox off here, so I can get down under there a lot easier, which I could probably do it without taking it off, but this would be a lot easier if I can figure it out. I just don't know how, and as you guys know, I just work here. Surefire way to break something, just pull. I don't know how this comes off. Hey, it worked, and I didn't break it. This is a coolant line fitting, I think. I don't actually know, and here's where it was broken-ish. I also don't actually know. So I broke that while trying to replace this T, if that makes sense. As long as I don't break any more fittings, I should have my Suburban back. It's been like 3 weeks now. I missed this thing. I need my beater. Beater with a heater, even though I don't need a heater in the middle of summer. So here was my original victim, and I was trying to pull it apart, and it just even broke even more. Literally crumbling into pieces. I was giving it too much smoke one day, and then it broke. So we got it out. Now, it's not the right part, but it's what I'm gonna use, I think. That was originally just a T-fitting. My mother gave me this T-fitting from her garden watering system, and I think this will work. So we're gonna shove it in there and see what happens. This thing is not perfect. Well, it is in my eyes. Okay, I got it all put it back together, and there's at least a 42% chance that it won't leak and it'll work. There we go, that's a little better. Now I gotta get it topped off with antifreeze and fire it up. Now, don't spill a drop. Nope, perfect. Who needs a funnel? Okay, maybe I spilled one drop. Don't tell Joey.
Did you actually get the replacement part, or did you just fix it some?
Well, no, I used the T that I was gonna use, but then when I was trying to replace the T, I broke the fancy part and fire it up. We're really dolling up the old Suburban. Not only do we get the coolant line fixed, she's also getting AC. You know what you're doing?
No.
Them are good odds to have. Well, it doesn't look like we're leaking. The air conditioning is going in and working. We got cool air coming in here, and my engine temperature is where it should be. I am excited. I think I'm maybe more excited now than if I were to get a new combine. I gotta drive my Suburban again, Cameron.
It's a dream unit.
This is a big deal today. It's a big day. Like my birthday all over. Oh, it's kind of cool. Put another one in if you got another one. If it's still empty, yeah. There we go. Good as new. Yeah, basically the same as new. This part wasn't broken until I broke it. All right, let's go take this old girl for a spin and go do some crop scouting and show you guys what the crops look like. It's been a while since I did one of those, and that video actually hasn't even gotten uploaded. So you're gonna get two crop scouting videos in one. I have not been the greatest at YouTubing recently. Haven't had much to record, and my mind's been elsewhere. So here's the first field I'm gonna take you guys crop scouting in. Now, Joey did a bit of an oopsie in this field. So right over there, soybean field, as you can see. I'm in a cornfield. We were spraying, and it was kind of borderline, hey, too windy, we probably shouldn't be spraying. And Joey asked me, he's like, you think we're blowing into the corn? I'm like, I don't know, maybe a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, well, we were both kind of wrong. It's kind of bad. Definitely drifted over here and stunted this corn, as you guys can see. We kind of hopefully didn't kill it. I think it's been over a week since we sprayed that. So hopefully it comes out of it. It's definitely hurt. Probably lost a little bit of yield, but hopefully we still have corn here. And I wish I could say it was just the headland, but it goes into the field like 600 feet or so, the whole length of the field. So you can't get them all right, but learn from your mistakes. Overall though, I'd say this is pretty good corn. We are, what is today? July 16th. I'm 6'3". It's almost as tall as me. I think we're a little bit behind. We're usually full tassel by now. I'd say it looks like we got some pretty big corn out here yet. This field just got sprayed with Roundup, and it got all the grass is pretty dead, but Kosha takes Roundup, drinks it, and thanks you for it. It's like it's a ice cream breakfast snack for it or something. I don't know. Such a hard weed to kill. Here's what another cornfield looks like. something I want to show you guys. Early on this year, those of you that have been following along with the channel know that it was really cold here in North Dakota and we could not get nothing to grow. We actually almost lost the whole crop to frost, freezing all the beans off and everything, but thank the Lord it didn't happen. Right on the edge, but didn't happen. And it wouldn't warm up. We couldn't get nothing to grow. And now, like I said, we're behind. But recently it has been extremely hot and this corn absolutely took off. Like, it started growing like crazy. And we're thinking what happened is something that's called, I think, green snap. Got so excited since it finally got heat, shot up and grew however tall in just a few amount of days, not getting the nutrients in the stalk, getting a thick, strong stalk like we are actually seeing here because all these corn have tillers. But what ended up happening is here, green snap, like I said, a windstorm or a thunderstorm came through with wind and broke off a lot of our corn, which this part of the field doesn't look bad at all, which I'm very grateful for. But the other end of the field, that's where I probably should have taken you guys, looks kind of bad. Like, there's a lot down, like that one's down. Somehow still alive-ish, but that ain't gonna raise a crop anymore. We didn't lose a lot of them. Like, this one's gone. That tiller, I guess, might produce something now. Who knows? But we lost some. Can't complain too much, honestly. It's farming. But this corn, I am excited. This field actually looks really good. Oh, here's a better example. Broken, 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 broken. All from wind and what I was told by people that are a lot smarter than me, because the corn just all of a sudden got excited and grew too fast. We didn't have any stock strength because of that. Who knows? These tillers might... Nah, I'm probably getting too excited. The tillers on these plants might end up putting on a cob. I don't know. It might just be a weed at that point. If this corn makes it, we're going to have a big crop. And if we can catch a couple more rains. And then if the sprayer guy would maybe not run over an entire row. Brandon, this is why we can't have nice things. So here's what the beans look like. I showed you some cornfields. Here's how far along the beans are. They're coming along. I do believe this field just got sprayed. Yep, there's the sprayer tracks. So there are a lot of grasses out here, but it should be pretty nuked off within the next couple days, which is good. And like I was saying a little bit ago, we had the threat of that frost taking out our entire crop. Because of that frost, we definitely did lose some stand and all that cold weather. So these beans are definitely not as thick as I would like to see them. Like, we're kind of spotty here. Granted, there's an old sprayer track here. I don't know, beans will bush out and branch out. Oh my goodness, we have pods already. That is crazy. But overall, I think I'd say this doesn't look like a horrible crop. Like, it's growing and it's been warm. Today was actually pretty cool. And we obviously, as you can see, have great moisture, maybe even concerningly too wet. But you look at these plants, they look like they're just flowered up and ready to put pods on like crazy. I just hope we can get a little bit more height out of these. I guess you don't need tall beans for big beans, but I don't like cutting short beans. That's what air bars are for, right? But it's just not fun cutting a short crop. When you got a big luscious crop with a big bumper yield, that is what farming is all about right there. There's not much more satisfying than sitting in the combine, taking in a giant crop and seeing the fruits of all your hard work and time, blood, sweat, tears, stress, prayers, everything you put into it actually pay off. But we got to get spraying done, though. That is for sure. These fields are looking really bad. This one, like I said, is done. It's starting to turn, but there's a lot more fields that are not done. Luckily for us, tomorrow should be a pretty good spray day. Most of the corn is hauled. We've been trying to get spray days whenever it's not windy, but you know, good old North Dakota is back to her everyday 95 million mile an hour wind. Yeah, I think I'm done field scouting. I'm gonna go home and go to bed. I had a long day. You guys remember the mustache powers I had and how I basically never broke anything, nothing ever went wrong? I don't know, with these beard powers now, like, they gotta be bigger and better, right? Those of you that had beards maybe know, like, am I gonna start flying or like levitating here soon? I know they're definitely chick magnets. It's kind of why I've been a little bit distracted recently, but I'm never gonna break anything and I might start flying soon. It's been a good time. Anyway, I think I have a channel member I gotta write down, but I will do that in the next video. Thank you to whoever you are. And I think I'm gonna close this video out. I don't know what I all got because it's kind of a jumble mess of a long period of time. I think we probably have 2 weeks in all this recording and it might not flow together at all, but I hopefully am back a little bit more, guys. I'm gonna try to record, come up with something to say. I don't know. I just work here, and sometimes my work here is not very entertaining, but you guys somehow find me entertaining. But if you're still watching at this point in the video, the end of video comment to show me that you're still watching. Let's go with bourbon, because we got the Suburban back. And if you haven't already, like the video. It helps push my videos out in the algorithm. And subscribe. That doesn't really help push out the algorithm, but hey, I got another subscriber. If you enjoyed the video and you're still watching, at this point, you had to have enjoyed it at least a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys.